I almost filmed this with no pants on, but then I realized there was a mirror behind me and you would see my legs. So today we're playing Slaking, and I put together this new build without Pidgeot because that stadium cancels the Pidgeot, and we're sort of playing it like Charizard. Well, Charizard plays Pidgeot, so maybe not, but we're playing this like Jaxtyy does, and thing is low-key goated. Let's see. We're gonna start our one of Fan Rotom, which is not bad. Unfortunately, we did lose a coin flip, so we're gonna be going first. So luckily we have a Buddy Poffin in hand. I see a Charmander. Should be easy matchup, we'll see. Let's go for a fan call here. And if they play the item lock, we can go Farfetch'd. Let's go Slakoth, Vigoroth. Let me see, I have Ignition Energy in hand and Arven for next turn. Okay, we're gonna grab a Farfetch'd just in case, like so. We'll bench the Slakoth and then go for a Buddy Poffin and grab a Zorua and a Slakoth. And we're gonna hold the Farfetch'd in hand. Next turn, if they item lock us with Bidoof, we can go Farfetch'd into the active and then evolve into Slaking and Zoroark EX, and then kill it with Fan Rotom or something. Or the Farfetch'd. The Farfetch'd is a fantastic Bidoof killer. Here's a Duskull on the bench. Here's a Arven. Buddy Poffin TM Evo, so no Bidoof. All the default Charizard players are playing this with Bidoof, so it's mildly annoying, but we play Jet Energy, Farfetch'd, voids the Bidoof. It's pretty good against Bidoof, but they're gonna get two Duskulls out. 130 plus whatever the thing Charizard is hitting was at 180. So you pop a Duskull, you get the 210. 210 plus 130 is 330. That's still not enough to kill a Slaking. So I would need to take two prizes. So I would need to knock out a Charmander, and then they would pop a Dusknoir, and then it would be working on a Slaking. So pretty good deal. 340 HP is kind of nuts. Here's an Ultra Ball for a Pidgey. There's a pass. All right, I think we'll go for just a TM Evo here. I think we don't take a prize. No need to take a prize because then their Charizard will be hitting with that Dusknoir. So we'll just go Vigoroth Evolve, and then I don't really want to use an Ignition Energy here. I can't lie. So let's go Ultra Ball away Artazon, and low-key the Farfetch'd now because we don't really need it. We can just use the Fan Rotom. So let's go grab ourselves a Zoroark first. Throw that down there. Trade away our Artazon here because we have the Pokemon we need. It's gonna be another Zoroark. Okay. In that case, we will just be evolving with the Ignition Energy. It is what it is, right? Let's go TM Evo. And then we'll just grab one more Buddy Poffin. Let's see how many air balloons I got right now. Only one for now. Just the one Zoroark is probably fine. We'll grab this Buddy Poffin for trade fodder next turn. And we'll just go Ignition Energy to Fan Rotom. Evo there. And then just grab ourselves Slaking and Vigoroth. I think I definitely need a second air balloon though. So after this one, I'm going to go at that just so both Zoroarks can be a pivot. But as of right now, one air balloon for the one Zoroark. Everything attached to Fan Rotom goes away. We do waste an Ignition Energy just for that. But next turn, we should be able to find at least a Colress. There's a Dusclops coming down. Here's an Iono. Honestly, I'll take it. That Buddy Poffin we don't need. Zoroark we don't need. So shove that all to the bottom. Let's get ourselves a Colress. I would love to take a knockout on a Charizard, but it looks like we might need to do it with a Fan Rotom here. Here's a Pidgeotto. What's going to happen is if I kill this Charmander with a Fan Rotom, next turn they can Counter Catcher my Slaking, Dusknoir my Slaking, and take two. Of course, I'll get on two prizes, but then I can most likely trade it with something else. So let's see. We can trade away this Buddy Poffin here. All right, there's two Slakings. All right, I feel pretty good now. I can just go for a simple Colress, and then we can just kill this Charmander. Let's go get our Town Store and a Mist Energy, perhaps. Or like a Boomerang, even. Actually, let's grab Ignition for now in our hand. And then we'll just bench a Town Store, attach Jet to Fan Rotom, and we can thin our hand of our remaining TM Evo or Air Balloon. I think Air Balloon is fine. Let's grab our Air Balloon, shove up the Zoroark here, and then just kill this Charmander with the Stadium in play. If they do what I just said, which I doubt because they only have 3 cards in hand, I'm assuming they have a Pidgeot though. So like, they could Pidgeot into something good. Gonna grab a boss off our top deck for first prize. But Ignition in hand for next turn. Black Belt for the Charizard. Life should be fine. Life theoretically should be fine, or I can just boss up a Pidgeot if they find that. Dude, the 280 is an insane number. And once they have an EX in play, I will just be able to attack. There's a Charmeleon, so no Charizard this turn. Here's Iono. Okay, we lose the Ignition that we searched for. It's a waste of a Colress, but we have Hildas, we have more Colresses. We also just get 2 more Ignitions off the top here. Here's a Buddy Poffin for another Charmander, another Pidgey. Now the thing is, Pidgeotto is 80 HP. Okay, they're gonna retreat the Pidgeotto into the Pidgey. Okay, I mean, if Fan Rotom can take a free prize or take 2 prizes, I'll take it. They're really struggling to find a Pidgeot or a Charizard here. Somehow. Attach return on the Charmander. 2 Ultra Balls used, like Pidgeots and Charizard still in deck. I'm quite surprised I haven't been able to find it yet. Here's a Hilda. Let's go Town Store, grab ourselves a TM Evo. This will be our trade fodder. Trade away this TM Evo. And you got 2 boss. So I could boss up the Charmander. I think that feels pretty good, but it doesn't matter too much, I think. We'll go ahead and establish a Slaking on the bench. If we can attack with a Slaking with a Boomerang instead of Ignition, that would be really great. So let's just go Assault Landing on this Pidgey. Save the resources. No need to use it. I'm confident I can just one-shot any Charizard. I have so many outs to the one-shot. Here's a Watchtower. We're going to promote Pidgeotto. They find the Pidgeot off the top deck, allegedly. Unless they were just opting not to evolve it last turn for some reason. But Charizard is online. Do they have Counter Catcher in hand and Dusknoir to KOS Slaking is the question. They're going to find an Ultra Ball instead of just directly getting Charizard, it seems. So they'll throw away another Ultra Ball and Buddy Poffin. I guess this is for deck thinning. Sure, I feel like leaving an Ultra Ball in the deck is pretty good. Like sometimes you just need to find an out to a Dusknoir or something, or a Fezandipiti. But thinning is winning. Here's a Charizard. So now that's all 4 Ultra Balls. So it's either they have Dusknoir Counter Catcher in hand, or they're just gonna KO a Fan Rotom or a Zoroark, which doesn't feel like the best idea. I feel like killing a Slaking would definitely be better. So they're gonna fully load up a Charmander and a Charizard. And the thing is, Charizard is maxing out at 330 when I have 1 prize left. So even if they go for a Dusknoir, they can only use 1 before I just win the game. So here's a Counter Catcher. It seems like they just need to grab... Okay, they're going to pick up my Snorlax here. I mean, my Slaking, sorry. Here's a Retreat into Zard. And just punching my... Okay, this is quite odd. I mean, I could one-shot the Zard. I think I'm just going to go boss that Pidgeot, though. Or Maximum Belt established. Life is good. In this case, I think he has 1 card. So we're definitely going to boss up that Pidgeot. So let's attach Ignition to this active Snorlax. We can boss up this Pidgeot and then throw on this Max Belt now onto this Slaking here. And then honestly, like I could save a trade even. I feel like this hand is perfect. I don't want to get into more good stuff. Let's just go Great Swing into this Pidgeot, take it out. They can trade, I mean, with the Slaking, with their Charizard, but the next Slaking is ready to go. One-shotting the next Charizard. They can't kill both. They cannot. They could Dusknoir this one, but then Charizard is just never hitting enough to one-shot another Slaking. Here's a top deck. 2-card hand. What do we do here? And here's just a Burning Darkness onto the active Slaking. Yeah, bro just completely gave up here. So we're just going to promote the Slaking. Life is easy, man. This deck is insane. I mean, they bricked a little bit, but you see what I mean. It's just attach a Jet Energy here, and then with the Max Belt, 330 exactly. Kills everything in the format except maybe other Slakings, which shouldn't really be an issue, right? So, discard a Mist, doesn't really matter. And that's a clean 6 prize knockout. Or a clean 6-2 prize victory there. Let's keep it going. We're gonna go second again. And here's a mulligan. It would not be a video without a mulligan. That's fine though. I'm just so confident in this deck. Like, we have the baby Slaking just in case there's a Crustle, you know? Like, you can go Fan Rotom into it early, Farfetch'd into it, and then go for baby Slaking. We're gonna mulligan 3 times. Whoa, hold up. At least we're not starting Bloodmoon, because that would be really awkward. We're gonna start a Zorua here. And we have Colress Nasty for Artazon Fan Rotom Jet Energy. So that's all we need to basically evolve whatever Pokemon's on our bench. 1 Colress. If the Artazon is not there, then maybe it's bad. Here's a Zorua on the opposite side. 9-card hand, by the way. Attach, return, and pass. 9-card hand, by the way. Okay, we can just take the donk then. So let's go Colress into Artazon. Is our Fan Rotom in play? It is. So we grab a Jet. And that will be that. Really confusing here. I'm only playing 1 Fan Rotom because we're not playing Pidgeot anymore. So the idea is like 1 Buddy Poffin gets you Fan Rotom and Zorua. But we're not even gonna do anything. We're just gonna promote this with Jet. And then call it a day. There's a concede. 9-card hand, by the way. Let's go. Game 3. We're gonna win this 3rd coin flip here. We're gonna go second once more. Dude, Farfetch'd. Like, what other deck is playing Farfetch'd like we are? That Fan Rotom engine to get Noctowls is incredible. Alright, we're gonna start Slakoth. Bloodmoon Ursaluna in hand once again. Kind of busted, but it's all good. We have Buddy Poffin, we have Jet Energy. We don't even need a Farfetch'd because we have Town Store as well. But we're gonna hope it's not a Donk deck. Here's an Earthen Vessel. Okay, it's gonna be Gardevoir. Recent Worlds winner, by the way. And here's just a Monkey Dory. So, Cycling Road. Throwing away a couple of Psychic Energy, but no Buddy Poffin to start. Let's go Buddy Poffin here. I think Zorua and a Slakoth feels good. And we can use Farfetch'd to go grab ourselves the thing, but we can also just Town Store for it. So I feel like Farfetch'd does not need to be on our bench. Let's just go Zorua, Slakoth, and then we'll just go find ourselves another Buddy Poffin and get another Slakoth here. That's all we really need. Bounce their Cycling Road with Town Store. We're gonna give them access to TM Evo, which is a little, I realize it's a little awkward, but it is what it is. Throw that there, throw a jet, and let's just grab our Zoroark now, just in case, because our hand is pretty dead now, so having a Zoroark in play, definitely necessary. Vigoroth is up, Zoroark is up. Next turn we can trade away our Farfetch'd, and hopefully just do some quick attacks. Okay, so it's gonna be Jellicent, Ralts, Jellicent Gardevoir. Here's a retreat into the Frillish. Night Stretcher for Lightning Energy. Psychic, I mean. Whoa. Presses Trolley as A-Spec for Gardevoir. Kind of crazy. They're gonna smack me with a 20 damage item lock. Luckily I have Town Store in play. Here's a top deck Colress. Don't really need to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and throw away Farfetch'd. Gardevoir cells are slacking here, so we just evolve that one. Kind of crazy. Let me check the Town Store real quick. Grab ourselves another TM Evolution. I think it's valid just to go for another TM Evo here. So we'll go ahead and I think holding Colress for the Watchtower later on could be nice. So we're just gonna go throw the Evo onto this. We're gonna have a Slaking in our hand, just gonna hold it because we're gonna Evo this anyway. So let's grab this one and this one. Winning is winning. If I don't get the Slaking off, okay, it's not prize. We could get the single prize one, that's pretty funny. But we'll just grab this Slaking here because I'm saving the Colress to get that Watchtower. And we can get an Ignition Energy as well. Although I can't really retreat the Slakoth immediately, so that might be a bad call. Here's a Devo, okay. Pokegear coming in, finding Iono, playing Iono, all right. So I'm looking for some sort of retreat option, or what? Might have played that a little incorrectly. Here's a Fan Rotom, some Ignition Energies. I mean, I can always Town Store Air Balloon this Slakoth and then punch the thing, but I don't have the Watchtower anymore. Here's a top deck boss. Let's go trade away this Fan Rotom, or maybe this Buddy Poppin. Okay, interesting. So I could Air Balloon the Slakoth back, but they don't have an EX in play, and I don't have Watchtower in play, so this is actually quite useless. Let's just go Town Store here and grab ourselves our Air Balloon. I'm just gonna hold that. I don't want to attach Ignition here. I think just taking our time is totally fine. Like, I'm totally set up. I'm waiting for a good, like, boss into Gardevoir play here. Here's Iono again. So my Air Balloon going back to the bottom. That's fine. Here's our Watchtower. Here's a Jet. There's a Mist. So Mist would be nice to prevent Devo. So I think, okay, there's Gardevoir. So now I kind of want to find my boss again. I'm gonna throw away Counter Catcher for a Dark and a Psychic. Now the issue is they can just kill my Slakoth here with a Monkey Dory damage, which is annoying. But that's all good. I'm waiting for a 2-Prizer to come into play. I do want to just go 2-2-2 here, whether it's be killing a Jellicent or something. Here is a retreat into another Frillish. So it's a great way to get energy back into discard, but also establishing damage on the board with Monkey Dory. So here's another Psychic Embrace. That Monkey Dory damage, so they can kill my Slakoth here. It's an Adrena Brain. Kill my Slakoth. I would throw up the Slaking. Or maybe I should have thrown up the Zoroark, taken the Bloom, and then go for Air Balloon. I think that would have been better, but not really thinking here. Okay, we could just Hilda, and then let's go Town Store here. Go grab our Air Balloon. Actually, should I grab Max Belt? Should I grab Max Belt and attempt to find boss? Let's do that. Let's find, but I also need to find Ignition, so we'll see. Anyway, Slaking onto the bench. We'll go trade away an Ultra Ball. We'll find Fezandipiti. Fezandipiti feels pretty good. Let's go flip the script. Ignition and Black Belt. If I had access to Counter Catcher this turn, it would have been pretty darn phenomenal. But we'll just go Ignition on the Slaking. Oh well, right? And then Max Belt onto this backup Slaking. Drop a great swing. Knock out this Frillish, we take 1. We're basically digging for boss to kill the Gardevoir. Kind of strange. We'll take 1 here. I feel like Jellicent kind of fell off after like the first week of this new meta. But then after Worlds, we saw a couple Jellicents on stream, and now maybe it's back again. Here's a second Monkey Dory established, second Gardevoir established. Psychic Embrace, 22 itself. I mean, it seems like they're just gonna go for another Frillish attack and just keep me item locked. Here's an Arven for a Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher. We're gonna grab another Frillish, alright. So the Frillish is the main attacker until I find boss, apparently. To retreat into the Frillish. Psychic Embrace once more. So it seems like their line is to keep me sort of item locked and then make like a big Monkey Dory play of some sort. We have a bunch of massive Pokemon online here, but we'll see what they do. We're gonna heal off the Guardy, 30 onto the active Slaking. Adrena Brain 30 to my backup Slaking. Okay, so they're pinging stuff around. This is at 290 now, an active, and then 310 on the bench. 270 after this punch. All right, we're looking for boss off this trade. Can we find it? Here's another ignition. Let's go trade away another Ultra Ball that we cannot use. It's gonna be Iono and Boomerang. It's just really, really great. So let's just attach another ignition to the Slaking. Knock out this Frillish. No need to use any of these supporters. I'd rather keep these in hand in case I need to find something off a trade. We can shuffle up a deck. Grab another Slaking off the prizes here. Now we're up 2-5. Or 2-1. Can they find a knockout here? They have 2 Monkey Dories. Here's an Iono. Okay. Hopefully this gives me a boss's orders and ignition. That's what we're looking for. We get the boss and the jet. 2 ignitions used. So we need to shuffle up our deck and try to find another ignition. There's another Frillish. There's going full Frillishes here. I think they're saving up damage until they can find a Devo, right? So I think we can lose the top one, but I think we're going to set up the second one. These are both evolved from Vigoroth, right? So Vigoroth 90. Make sure they're trying to get that 90 number for a Devo. So missed energy to the bench Slaking, definitely critical. I think at this point we can, instead of killing Frillishes, we can try to set up for our missed energy on the bench. Here's a Drainer Brain. 20 on his Zoroark. They're setting up for a big play. That's totally what they're doing. If I can't find a knockout on a Gardevoir, then I think trying to find missed energy for our Slaking is probably better. Let's go shuffle up our deck here with a Town Store, grab ourselves Air Balloon, and then we'll go ahead and trade away a Zorua. It'll be Hilda. Okay, so we'll grab Hilda, and let's grab ourselves a missed energy now, and then we can hold a Zoroark for trade later. Just go missed onto this Slaking here. We just need one Slaking at all times, right? This is totally all good. Artazon, Air Balloon, Watchtower in hand. All good. We have Jet Boss next turn. Can they find another Iono to disrupt my hand once again? Is a question. Here's an Iris's Fighting Spirit, so they discard Pokegear. That's not Iono. They do draw to 6. I know what they're doing, man. Like we all know what the strategy is with this new Gardevoir Jellicent build. Just like slow, painful death, devoing everything. Here's some more Monkey Dory damage. So retreat into the next Frillish. So we have another 40 damage to move off of Frillish. There's a Drainer Brain again. So they're going to work on the Zoroark here. Probably go for a Devo on my 70 HP Zorua. 90 is enough for the Vigoroth here. So this is probably dead to a Devo later. And that's now dead to a Devo as well. But those are only 2 prizes, right? So like if I can boss, like life will be good. So Oceanic Bloom once again. And there's a pass. Or not, pass back to me. Get ignition for the last attack. So let's just go Jet into the active here. And we're going to have to discard the Jet. It's all good. Let's go ahead and boss up this Gardevoir. And with this max build, we are hitting enough. We can go ahead and trade away a Zoroark. Let's just thin a hand a little bit. Like so. A Bloodmoon and a Slaking. Not really that critical. But 310 damage, knocking out this Gardevoir. And we'll have to discard this Jet. I do not want to get Devos. So that missed energy is critical to this strategy. We know we have another boss in deck. And we play Pal Pad as well. But we're going to be item locked this entire game. Which is a little annoying, but I don't really need it anyway. This deck is very stadium heavy, very energy find heavy, very just Pokemon heavy. Not necessarily like supporter heavy either. It's just like you just find the cards you need with Zoroark. Here's an Arven. Alright. That's why we haven't attached Air Balloon yet. You know, if I committed my Air Balloon to Zoroark or something, then we only can rely on Jet Energy to move. They're going to find the Devo now. Okay. So, Slaking and Zoroark ready to die. Cycling Road coming in play. Here's an Earthen Vessel. But knowing that I have... Unless they play, like, literally Enhanced Hammer right now to counter Miss Energy, I should be okay. And I have Ignition in hand, so I just need to find another boss for victory. Here's an Ultra Ball. Throwing away another 2 Psychic. 10 cards left in deck. Bunch of Psychic and discard. 3rd Monkey Dory coming online. So not even the Jellicent, it's just Frillish. It's just like keeping you in item lock and then going for a Devo play. I'm assuming they play like 2 Devos or something. So here's a few more attaches from the discard to add damage to Frillish. And then 1 more. So 3 Monkey Dories established. We have 60 or 90 damage to move. So retreat into our final Frillish here. I basically need to find boss. Like Zoroark is going to be dead. I have a flip. We have 20 cards left. Can I find this boss over here? 30 onto the active Slaking. Another 30 onto the active Slaking. If they hit me with the Enhanced Hammer right now, and then Devo everything, you know, props to them, man. You know, good for you. Here's a Devo attach. Here's a counter catcher onto my Fezandipiti. And here's a Devo. My Slaking survives that one. And then Zorua and Vigoroth both just die here. Maybe it was worth getting another Zorua down earlier, but it should be okay. We have a Cycling Road to draw additional as well. So Fez gets 3, and then Cycling Road can get 1. If I can, you know, find what I need. Here's a Night Stretcher. No longer item locked here, by the way. Let's see. Let's go for flip the script. If we just find boss, we do find the win. We find Black Belt. Counter Catcher not active here. Is there a way we can draw some more cards? Let me see. We're at 140. Is that within the Gardevoir? I guess X could be, but then we have Bloodmoon, right? So go ahead and bench Bloodmoon. Air Balloon this. Retreat into our Slaking here. And then what we can do is we can Colress Tenacity. Find ourselves the Boomerang and another Walkout's Watchtower. Attach Boomerang for turn onto the Slaking here. And then we can bounce a Cycling Road. I don't even play... Okay, we're just going to throw down an Artazon then, in that case. Definitely cannot throw down a Watchtower, because then Bloodmoon is deactivated. And then we'll just go ahead and Great Swing this Frillish. Couldn't find my boss to finish the game here, but that's okay. We'll throw away the Boomerang, and then it'll come right back. I have one prize left. They can take 2. They could definitely just, you know, Miracle Force my active Slaking here for the knockout, but they can't take 3. It's going to be a rare candy off the prize. 190 plus 140. Oh, there's a Jellicent. Okay, sure. Iris is Fighting Spirit, so not Iono. So finally the Jellicent comes into play. Do they have the knockout here? I think they need, what, a bunch of energy? We have about 200 HP remaining, so I think with maximum amount of energy on this, it does go for the knockout. And the Monkey Dories, of course. So they just need to heal it so it's out of range of Bloodmoon, though. That's the main issue, because Bloodmoon is just here ready to go. That's 90, so they can move all 90 onto the Slaking. Okay, so great. So they do avoid the Bloodmoon, so I just need to find myself... Maybe I should have not taken a knockout so my counter catcher is active. I feel like that would have been good too. Not that it would really work. I just need to find boss off 3. Is essentially what we gotta do. Maybe Ultra Ball to Thin. Last turn would have been good too. Here's 30 onto Bloodmoon. And then Power Press to knock out my Slaking EX. Okay. I'm item locked right now, so counter catcher wouldn't even work when they attach with the Jellicent. So our win condition is quite literally Boss Monkey Dork. It's gonna be Ignition off the top. Okay, let's go Artazon, thin the deck a little bit. And we're never punished, right? We're never punished, so we're just gonna go flip the script into boss's orders, like so. And that's gonna be game. So let's just go ahead and attach. We don't even need to attach. Just go retreat into Bloodmoon and boss up this Monkey Dory here and go for the Bloodmoon. There we go. GG. That's why we play Mist Energy, guys. Maybe even playing 2 Mist right now would be pretty cool. But that's how you do it against Jellicent Gardevoir. Let's get one more game. That's pretty nasty, man. That's like their line isn't even just like Screamtail bench, Monkey Dory KOs. It's literally just go for the thickest Devo of all time, which it's asking a lot. It's asking a lot, but when it works, it works. Let's go second again. I'm thinking of bringing this to a challenge at some point in my life. I don't know if this video is leaking the sauce, but here it is. If you go against me and against this deck, you know exactly how it runs. The max spell is huge, guys. Like, you could play Dusclops or something, but if you just, you know, if you go first and you can't TM Evo like turn 2 directly into Vigoroth, you can just like evolve into Vigoroth the next turn and then TM Evo to Slaking. So it's like still 2 turns again to Slaking, right? It's not really a big deal. Here's Hoot Hoot. Okay, we don't play Shaman, so we definitely need to get a couple Pokemon online. Here is a Wellspring, a Teal Mask. If it's gonna be Wellspring, we are on Donk Alert. Next turn, it's gonna be Raging Bolt, so no Wellspring. Raging Bolt, though, it is able to get to that 340 number quite easily. But what we do is we play a single prize Slaking that hits 240 exactly, and that will be able to knock some stuff out, or knock out a Raging Bolt as a single prizer. Let's see what we can do. Squawkabilly coming in. This is all before Fan Call, I think. So Squawk and Seize first, and then they'll Fan Call for the rest, it seems. I don't know. Yeah, Fan Call after. I guess they didn't want to discard their Noctowls, right? So this is a Fan Call after. So 1 Hoot Hoot, 2 Noctowls. So they have a lot. Like, Prime Catcher's available. Things are available. I do not have, like, if I can find a Fan Rotom right here. Buddy Buddy Poffin, maybe? Town Store is great. So let's just go Jet, attach, throw down his Town Store, and then 2 Noctowls in hand. Like, life is good. Only 1 TM Evo currently available. That's why we play 2. And then just Noctowls, bottom of the deck, right there. Obviously, you play 2 more, but chances are it's harder. We get the Slaking in hand as well. So let's go Buddy Buddy Poffin. Grab ourselves Zorua and Slakoth here. Maybe just 2 Zoruas. I think that's fine. And then we'll go for Evolution on 1 Slakoth, 1 Zorua. Bang. We have 1 Zoroark, 1 is prized. And then we have 2 Vigoroths in play as well. Okay, so we have a Slaking. We have Colress. Life is pretty sick. They knock out this Slakoth with something. Promote this Vigoroth into baby Slaking, counter catcher. Easy, right? They'll bounce my Town Store with the Area 0. Maybe a Fan Rotom would be good. Like, I can, it's a good single prize attacker, can knock out their Fan Rotom, knock out a Hoot Hoot. There's a second Raging Bolt. Here's a Nest Ball for Latinas. So they're retreating to something, maybe like a Fan Rotom of their own. Earthen Vessel. Throw away a Teal Mask Ogre Pawn for Lightning and Grass. So they have a Teal Dance here. Deck is shuffled. A bunch of Mew as well. They've gone wide. They've gone wide. Here's an attached return onto the non-previously attached Raging Ball. Here's a Teal Dance for 1. They also restart for 2. I feel like they should have restarted before the Teal Dance. Actually, it doesn't really matter because that Grass Energy was there. Sada's Vitality coming in. Both Raging Bolts active. Can they find Prime Catcher to kill Zoroark is the question. I think they do. I think they do. Here's a Noctowl, Jewel Seeker. So they'll probably take the first 2 here. Zoroark is online. So the thing is, like, against Goldango, I feel like evolving Zoroark pretty not critical. But for me, in terms of this hand, like, I wanted some draw. But it's all good. Here's a Prime Catcher. There's my Zoroark. Bye-bye. So that's how next turn, we keep it completely single prizer with our Slaking here. And they can't take 2, which I don't really mind. If they found Future Booster or Ancient Booster, I would have been really upset because then the single prize Slaking wouldn't have done it for me. But it's all good. So let's just throw up a Vigoroth here. They have 1 Terra Pokemon in play. It's quite funny. And we just top deck Ignition. So let's just bench another Slaking. Go for this into the active and then throw that there. And now let's go find ourselves Team Rocket's Watchtower and a Boomerang Energy. Why not? So this way, their next who is deactivated, and I don't need to flip 2 coins. So let's see, they're gonna clear some stuff from the board. It's gonna be Squawkabilly, Noctowl, and maybe either Mew or Latinas, or Fan Rotom. I feel like, I guess, Squawkabilly, Fan Rotom, Noctowl. Yep, okay. So now their Noctowls are disabled, and I can just knock out this Raging Bolt, hopefully take a Zoroark off the prizes, so I can draw, like so. It's gonna be a TM Evo and a Watchtower. Both things I do not need at the moment. They're gonna promote their Mew. Ignition's gonna go away. And we're gonna flip tails here. So we're gonna stay asleep, but we have 1 more chance to flip heads afterwards. So this is basically like, just to make it a little bit balanced, they make you flip 2 coins instead of just 1 to wake up. Watchtower makes it back to regular sleep mechanics. I think Colress for another Ignition probably would have been better, right? Instead of this Boomerang. I'm assuming they're just gonna knock out the Slaking here. Bench a Raging Bolt, play Sada, Grass and Fighting to their 2 Raging Bolts. They have enough. They can knock out the Slaking here, but if I can just find Rare Candy Slaking next turn, it'd be pretty good. Earthen Vessel coming in, throwing away Fan Rotom for Fighting and Lightning. Lightning attached to Raging Bolt. I guess I could have went for a Vigoroth off my Ultra Ball, but I didn't want to discard a bunch of things. Here's a Bellowing Thunder. They do kill my Slaking here. Strong deck Raging Bolt is. I think having a Vigoroth established last turn would have been really ideal. This is what I assumed I had, but didn't do it. Just pure. So we need to find Rare Candy Slaking off our Fezandipiti off our Ultra Ball, right? Here's an Arvin. Okay, so never mind. We can just we're just never punished, guys. I'm gonna just make sure things are in there. Slaking EX, Rare Candy in there. Life is good, guys. Let's go Arvin, go Rare Candy, Air Balloon, and then Rare Candy into our Slaking EX, throw Boomerang on there, and then Great Swing. We only played 1 Rare Candy though, so if they find another trade onto my Slaking EX here, it'll be pretty punishing. Actually, no, wait, I lied. We have Jet Energy, so we can just go Blood Moon, right? Okay. Yeah, life is good. Life is freaking good, guys. Let's hopefully we find a Zoroark off these 2 prizes. We do find a Slaking and a Zoroark. Great. So next turn, if they knock out the Slaking, we go Zoroark trade into into Ultra Ball, and then Jet Energy, Bloodmoon Ursaluna. All will be well. There's a Teal Dance. Draw 1. I'm dying to see if they evolve Noctowl here. Okay, they have definitely enough energy, right? They need just 5 for 350. So Slaking is dead, but they have 3 prizes here, so they can't take. Okay, there's another attach. All we need is our bear. So 31 cards left in deck here. We got a bunch of Ultra Balls. We can do trade into Ultra Ball, or Iono, or Arvin. Those are our outs for sure. Or we can just top deck it, you know, that would be pretty good too. Bellowing Thunder, all energy gone. I mean, I wouldn't also, like, we could also survive potentially by doing a Iono to 1 and then just pray they can't find enough energy for another Slaking or something. Here's an Ignition. Not really what we need. Let's go ahead and trade it away. We'll get Iono and Hilda. Okay. Air Balloon goes on to Zoroark. Iono is for sure. Hilda does not find Blood Moon, so we'll just go Iono here. Leaving a Zoroark inactive is good because they need a lot of energy. It's gonna be Buddy Buddy Poffin and Ignition here. That's gonna be that. Let's go Buddy Buddy Poffin. Let's go find ourselves a Fan Rotom, I guess, and a Slaking to Thin. And we're just gonna pass here. They have the Mew. Unfortunately, couldn't pull off that the aura of last game and just like getting exactly what I need at the end. But let's see. Here's a restart for 1. They can't Noctowl. Their bench is full, so no Bloodmoon either. And Bloodmoon doesn't even kill Zoroark. They would need Boss and 1 energy. There's a Boss at least. Okay. They'll find a Slakoth. The Burst Roar. Okay. Now we need Jet. Jet, and we get our own boss here. Okay, let's go trade away this Ignition. Oh my god. Dude, we get the Jet and we get the Ultra Ball. But, okay. Get the Zoroark back inactive here, for sure. Because I don't want them to just, take a attach return. I could just use Boss as well, but they have Latinos to retreat anything. Alright, well, we just gotta pray here. There was Ultra Ball. Unfortunately, I don't play Nest Ball in this deck. So, it's just Buddy Poffin to get Pokemon out. Here's an Earthen Vessel. You can get, what, like 2 more energy from this? Do they have a Sada? Oh, no energy at all. Sure. The Teal Dance. Okay, that's 2 energy. They need 4 in play. That's 2. Sada gets them another one, and then they can Teal Dance again. Okay, there's Sada. So now they just need 1 more. Probably like an energy retrieval, and that's going to be game. So unlucky, man. So close to Bloodmoon. Just not enough cards in hand. Fezandipiti would have been good. Okay, they're thinking about this. They need fighting onto their Raging Bolt, and then hopefully just draw into an energy retrieval, it seems. Or like a Night Stretcher. So, does Raging Bolt just have it? I think for me, if I had... I don't know what I could have done there. Maybe just like getting Fezandipiti out earlier, or like another Zoroark. Actually, getting the Vigoroths out would have been good, right? Like, just having the option to just go Slaking again would have been ideal. So I think using that Ultra Ball earlier to get a Vigoroth would have been quite dandy. They're stuck in their Sada here. Is their PTC gel glitched? They can't. Okay, there's a fight. Oh, that's the wrong color. It's the wrong color. I think maybe their game crashed or something, or like they didn't have the option of clicking fighting. Okay, they find the Night Stretcher anyway. It's gonna be game, unless again their PTC gel is bugged and they can't find the fighting. But unfortunate. We're so close. Literally, if I just had 1 more card in our hand, we would have had the win there. Yeah, I think their game is really bugged. Like they're trying to click that fighting. Give them a little sad cry. Because I get it, like, I had a game where I tried Buddy Poffining for Zorua and Fan Rotom, but it didn't let me do the Zorua for some reason, so I had to do just Slakoth instead. Yeah, I don't know, something's wrong with their fighting energy. They just can't click it. It's gotta be the answer. Yeah, there's a failed Night Stretcher. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. That sucks. We might see this on Reddit. I don't know. Yo, PTGL, if you're seeing this, our boy, or our girl, or our NB deserves this win, because their fighting energy from the Discord was bugged. He's like raging right now. He's like, guys, my game. All right, let's just go ahead and let's go for a trade, honestly. Let's see. Can we just draw into the Bloodmoon? We don't. So we just go Ultra Ball, Slaking, Buddy Poffin. Oh, we don't have Bloodmoon is our last prize? Wait, what? Hold up. What the heck? Oh my god, Bloodmoon's not present. Oh. Okay, well I just threw away my Vigoroth for no reason then. Bloodmoon is prized, guys. Bloodmoon is very much prized. We're just gonna go ahead and give them a concede because they deserve the win anyway. Bloodmoon last prizes. It is what it is. Karma. I did not deserve that win anyway. But congratulations. But this deck is crazy, guys. Just play it a little better than me. Get that Vigoroth out. You know, just you don't have to worry about it. You know, Ignition Energy, Slaking. Knock, knock, knock. So simple. But catch you guys in the next one. Peace.